Oh, come on. Why isn't it working, guys? Can you see me? Oh, I don't know why I can't see me here. Oh, there we go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Sorry, a couple of technical issues going on. I don't know whether you like my unicorn look. I think it's actually quite cute. And we have a surprise guest, everybody. I don't need to sing her praises. I'm sure you all know her. I'm having Ruthie on. Rebellious Ruth. So I'm adding. Give me a sec. Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yeah,
Looking as beautiful as ever. Yes.
Oh, I swear, this lockdown bullshit is making me old. I feel old.
I think it's making us all old long before our time. Thank you, Mel. Hello, Laura. Oh, you like the makeup?
Hi, Laura.
Yes, don't you like the unicorn look? Don't you like the unicorn look? I think it's brilliant. Hendo's killing himself laughing because he thinks this looks very funny.
Alright.
Anyway,
so what
can you see the chat? Can you see the chat? Hey?
Yes.
Can you see the chat?
Yes. Yes,
okay,
I can.
cool.
I can see all the comments.
So,
hi, Laura. I did say hi. Mm-hmm. So what's been happening?
Yes, and Hendo. I'm just seeing who else is here. The Brew. Hello, the Brew. Nick. Hello, Nick. Good evening. Hi, Leanne. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Anyway, so tonight is all about being your authentic self and being who you really are, warts and all. I'm taking off my glasses so that you can see me because I can't see me with the reflection. But anyway, so that's what this evening's all about. It's actually being our authentic selves, being authentic in the sense that we do care about each other, regardless of any other issues that people like to play with in these days and times, specifically skin color. And yeah, I just think everybody is a wonderful human being, and we all should be here and celebrate each other. So on that note, you see, I love unicorns. Even as a little girl, I used to love unicorns.
Listen, every little girl loves a horsey. Let's be honest. Oh, I follow them on Instagram.
A unicorn,
love mermaids.
It doesn't matter. And my best friend growing up was my unicorn. So yes, so that's how I relate to them. And what's so brilliant is my granddaughter absolutely adores them. She's been given Christmas presents and birthday presents and everything unicorn related. So it's from slippers to this little headband that I've borrowed from her. So yeah. So Ruthie, just some thoughts that you want to share about being your self, about being who you are, without all the conditioning that's been put on you. I mean, me personally, I've been conditioned by family, parents, peers that, you've got to do things a specific way. And if you don't do them a specific way, it's wrong. And, we all have our own ways of dealing with life. Nice ZS3PV. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, as I said, the way we conditioned into thinking how we should behave, what we should be doing, what we could be doing. It's a very, very open and broad subject. But my main thing today is, because I'm from KZN, and with all the drama that's going on around, I just want you to bring it to your awareness that literally, and sorry, I did say this would be a happy, lively stream, but my reality is this right now. I don't know whether any of you have been to the Nelson Mandela Monument, but they started burning from the Nelson Mandela Monument going northwards towards Nottingham Road today. So, we don't know whether there will be a Nelson Mandela Monument or a Nelson Mandela place that everybody can go and read up and get his history and all of that about. So yeah, that is my reality. And yeah, it's to focus on caring. It's to focus on asking, hi, how are you? Smile, be polite, be nice, be caring. Regardless of all your own, I'm going to be blunt, shit that you're going through, it's always good to help somebody else feel better about themselves. And, Ruthie, I don't know whether you agree with me, but I feel very strongly about this. And as I've explained to you in our conversations, I resonate with people. And what resonate means is that I pick up on the energies people, what's the word, Ruthie? That people put out. Yeah, and the reaction, the reaction is either, yes, I found a nice person, or the hair on the back of my neck goes, and it says, back off very quickly. So,
I wish I had that ESPN. I don't have that ESPN, unfortunately. If anything, I'm too naive and I'm too trusting, and I think that's been a huge factor in my life. I've really had the Mickey taken from me. I think I've been very naive. But authenticity, I think there are very few people. Well, I think parents are a huge role. But if you've had parents with trauma and issues, and I think most kids go through life with severe trauma, losing a parent, abuse, addiction, all these toxic things that people go through in their emotions, and trying to sort of break the tape in your head, and break this, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, why did I do that? Oh, I'm such a dumb cluck. Or why does this keep happening to me? And we let all this negativity latch onto us. It really affects us on a physical level. And
it does.
It does. And when I remember, it was actually a Christmas, December, and a friend of mine as they were going to Natal to visit family, and they had a small Christmas party, and we all had to make a wish. And I made a wish, and I prayed that in my 30s, I would become more authentic. And I think now that I'm in my 40s, I'm getting there. I think it's a lifelong journey.
Yes, it is. And you never stop learning. You never, ever stop learning.
No.
But can I be quite frank? As you get older, you learn to be more discerning, and your bullshit level is non-existent. So mine, I just cannot tolerate any form of bullshit. I don't know whether you agree with me, but
if someone's bullshit to you, bullshit could be completely different. Like what your bullshit level is different to someone else's bullshit level.
Yes, I know I'm live streaming, Hendo. Your point. Yeah. So yeah, it's everybody has these different ways of dealing with stuff, and at the end of the day, I have now put, and I'm going to tell this openly and honestly, I put boundaries in place, because I left where I'm living now, and I moved to Nottingham Road during lockdown from March last year. And I came back at the end of August, and something had to shift, because I was not going to be, because I'd been on my own, you know what I mean? I've been far away on my own,
Mm-hmm.
And then coming back to a house full of daughter, granddaughter, fiance, like living on top of each, like it. And I set boundaries, and I think it's work. We have moments, but it's working brilliantly in some respects, because they know what the boundaries are, whereas before there were no boundaries, because I was actually living inside the house as opposed to where I am now, where I'm living in a cottage outside the house. So
it's one. Yeah, sorry.
Carry on. No, carry on.
No, I'm interrupting you. Forgive me. Carry on. I just had a thought in my head, and I actually don't want to forget it. I need to write this shit down, and I don't have my pen and paper as normal. But yes, you're right. There are people that are living in extreme uncomfortable situations, and that's hard. And like the Bruce says here, I don't give up. And Hindu saying, yeah, no, same here, Brew. But the truth is, you do care a little bit about your inner circle. Someone, whether it's your dog, whether it's your cat, whether it's your mom, your dad, your child, there is someone, or even if it's just your phone. But yes, like Marilyn Bronkenshaw says,
Sorry, I'm laughing at the Bruce comment. Sorry, Ruthie. I was laughing at the Bruce comment. Sorry.
Hell no, if me and my sister, yeah, no, sure.
Siblings are a different thing, the Brew. It's different when it's mother, daughter, grandmother, daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter. It's different. It's different to your family. Sorry, Ruthie. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
So I just think we mustn't be doers to other people. The other day, and this happened to me, and anyone will tell you, I drive a little bit. I got a new car last year. I got the car of my dreams. And I know it's not everyone's taste, but it has a turbo in it, and I love my little turbo. And I was on my way to an appointment, and I was teetering on being late. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was moved, and they said, you want to try and come early? I said, I'll try be there. So I was on my way, and I overtook this guy, and he obviously didn't see me. And when he did veer to the right, and maybe it was my fault. Fair enough, maybe. Perhaps. But I did have my indicator on, and he did see me, and he saw me, and he sort of got a fright, I think. And I put on my hazards, and I said, I'm sorry, okay, everything's fine. He had such road rage that he continued to follow me all the way to my destination, which was probably another 2 kilometers away. So I did start to think, okay, this oak's not so lekker in the head. And I drove into the parking lot, and as I was waiting and I saw him, and he did a whole turn, came down, and thank God I had my window up, but he was so enraged and so angry. And I was like, my God, I feel sorry for your family. Like that you'd actually, after I've put my hazards on, after I said, I'm sorry, in the windscreen, you go like this, I didn't mean to fluff your feathers, dude. Don't get your tits in a knot. Can we swear on your channel? Sorry.
Yes.
Just calm down, starter. But I swear, if I'd had my window down, he would have literally spat in my face. And I just felt so sorry for this dude. I was like, ach, foei toch. Shame piece.
Yes. In some respects, I'm that cross dude in the other vehicle. Because as my family says, I'm a very slow driver. Now, my wonderful news to you all. Yesterday, I got my bakkie back after waiting 11 months. And I'm very, very chuffed about that. I did get it back. It needed petrol. I couldn't remember what was in it when it was towed away. So
got a story about that.
Having no memory. Anyway, so very tentatively, I drove out of the driveway. And I got to the top of the road here where there's a roadblock, and I had my daughter with me, and I said to her, you do know? She looks at me. What, Mum? I said, I can't feel my feet. I can't feel the pedals. I don't think this is a good idea.
This happened, this was you, no?
Today. Remember I said I'm going to go for it.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Oh, heck.
And yeah, isn't it ironic
It
how
was psychological or physical? Let's just say it was psychological for now. All right. We still want you on be able to get from A to B. Then yes, it was all psychological. You imagined all of it.
Yes, no, I did. I imagined it all. Anyway,
You
so
did.
we were like freewheeling down the hill. Erica, Irwin knows the road that I'm talking about. It's the road that she had a dreadful accident in. And then, like very slowly down the hill to the garage.
Thank God it's down a hill to the garage, not up a hill to a garage, because then you just won't make it when it comes to Scotch air, riding on Scotch fumes at the end of the month. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
measured. No, I can't go to somewhere now. I only have enough petrol to get me to work, okay?
Yes.
Down the hill to the gas station. Tick, plot. Yes, must be down the hill. Yeah.
So anyway, so I pull in there. And, the people who've had my bakkie for a year very kindly washed it and cleaned it. I don't know why I'm getting all these notifications. Sorry, guys.
It happens.
Anyway, so I pull in and the petrol pump attendant, hello, ma'am. It's so lovely to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Long time.
Well, I haven't had a car. I haven't had a car for a year, literally. You said, no, really? I said, no, I haven't asked my daughter. I haven't had my vehicle. We're going on into the 12th month. So she said to me, no, seriously, we haven't had a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, well, but it's looking so good. And it's a good car.
Can I buy it?
Yeah, and it's a Ford Bantam bakkie. Anyway, so he was very polite. Oh, and I'll check your air. I said, listen, this is the first time it's been to have petrol put in. So I need you. This is my dad's thing that I've got in my head. Okay. You will check the air pressure. You will check the oil. You will check the water. You will check the windscreen wipers. You will, that's how my dad conditioned me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put it in there. Those are the things that you have to do. Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, so I paid. I said, thank you so much to the young chap that helped me. Very polite, very nasty. Said, thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day further. And as I drove out of the garage, I had my finger up like this. I said, I'm listening to you, Dad. I'm listening, so don't worry. Anyway, then I toggled around. I did a little bit of shopping. But guys, ladies, whatever you do, do not go and buy stick-on bloody eyelashes because they don't work. I went and spent 15 Rand on it. See,
I think the ones that work cost like 150 at least. I don't know. I don't put the fake. I got some Maybelline or some, I don't know what brand it is now. One of the cheaper brands. Apparently not tested on animals. I really hope. You never know whether to trust these what they put on labels nowadays. You don't. But anywho, and I use that. So clink, clink, clink. But anyway, but my funny story, I was with one of my ex's sisters. And the one night we went out jolling, and this would happen actually quite often. She would go and she drove one of these old Mercedes tanks, but I think it was her late father's, and it had been given to her, or someone left it to her. And we used to drive around in this like cylinder, big Mercedes. And of course it would literally breathe in gas, like it would breathe in petrol. Like it was a real gas guzzler. Was it gas guzzler? What did I say? Gas guzzler. And say that when you've had too many. And we got stuck on the side of the road. And she was doing recycling. And the only thing we had to fill someone said it was a small town. So thank God she phoned someone and someone came to help us. And we collected all these bottles. We had about 3 or 4 bottles of, I think it was Old Spice, empties in the back of the boots. And off we went to the petrol station. We got the 4 liters or whatever. And we put it in, Then we get home, and I know she had a spare one in the car, an Old Spice. She'd bought one. And she's, but now where's the drunk? Where's the dop gone? She had placed the actual Old Spice bottle that she was saving amongst her empties and put it in the Mercedes. I swear that car must have run very well. It was still going 6 months later. So
that's a lovely story. Anyway, so now in my tripping era, I had my new driver's license, well, my license disc for my bakkie. And I hadn't put it on because I haven't had the bakkie. But then I didn't have a sticker, to stick it on the windscreen with. So I thought, no, I know the people at High Q because they changed tires and shocks and all of that. And I thought, there's something wrong. The exhaust doesn't sound right, hey? So we pull in there, and as I drive in, the guy says to me, "Ma'am, will you just go and park over on that, the raising goody McGoody thing?"
Oh, yes. Look under your car, yeah.
I said to him, I said, "Do you want me to drive onto that? Is that a good idea?"
So you let him go.
Like making sure that I'm lined up. Those special on-ramp things. Anyway, I got it on. To cut a long story short, I need a new gasket for the exhaust because it's been standing for so long. It's so there's
always something then. Fact. There's always something.
But again, like I had to get a new battery yesterday because the battery I had in the bakkie was fine when I drove the bakkie. But it sat for a year, guys, and it's cooked. It's cooked. It's absolutely cooked. So that was another thing that I had to.
How much is a gasket? How much is it? I hope not too expensive.
Well, it was 1,300 Rand for the battery.
Chunk of change.
And then what's brilliant about it is that you've just so all the ladies out there. So if you have a dud battery, please get somebody to take it along with you so that when you buy a new battery, you get 200 Rand off.
Ooh. It's like the old milk bottles or the old glass bottles they used to have cold drink. You go bottle store. Mm-hmm. It's been so long since I've seen a bottle store. I don't even know what one looks like.
I don't know. I don't.
Apple juice.
Bottles.
Been drinking apple juice for weeks now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy for you, but I don't frequent bottle stores, and when I do, I die and I have heart attacks looking at prices and everything. I can't believe how expensive everything is. But anyway, so yes, my jaunt
sound like
was a little bit challenging, but I'll get there. As I said, it's like riding a bicycle. They say, you'll never forget how to ride a bicycle. I wouldn't like to do that now at my age, is ride a bicycle. I prefer to drive a bakkie. But anyway, so I'm just going to go through some of the comments, if that's okay with you, Ruthie.
100%.
Okay, not that I've been really keeping an eye on them, but they seem to be chatting between themselves. So, Cameron, maybe you misread my intention with the clutch moment. What do you mean? Oh, they also had to bleed my clutch because it wouldn't work.
Sure.
Can you believe it? I'm for a car.
Yeah, I know. These toys need to be looked after. This is the problem. As you get older, your toys become more expensive, and then they cost more. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, I haven't had any vehicle expenses for a year, and now it's like, look at the price of petrol. I mean,
no, look, we sound like our parents, but the truth is, yeah, everything's gone to shit. And I don't know, there's whisperings of, it's funny how we so mirroring, what's it, is it a century ago, 100 years? What's 100 years? I always get these. I know a decade is 10. Is a century 100 years?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
how are we mirroring? I hope in 2029 we don't have some form of economic crash. I really don't.
Well,
It feels like
it didn't happen at the end of 1999, and it didn't happen at the beginning of 2000. So,
well, with
we
all
just
the
get to change.
stuff going on now.
Yeah. Well, back to my original subject. Be your authentic self, and be caring, be helpful, be supportive. Don't criticize. Don't jump down somebody's throat because because you stubbed your toe against the crate in the garage. I mean, really, seriously, there's more to life than taking your shit out on somebody else. I'm sorry. I don't know whether you've heard of these horrific stories about people in the retail industry and how customers have specifically gone and coughed on them. I mean, that's not me. That's not who I am.
No, it's like I decided the other day. From now on, I'm going to start with you're on the amoeba level and you have to work your way back up. You have to work your way back up. So, yes. But yeah, the journey is ever going. But I think if you kind of make a list for yourself, what's important to you and what you want. And I believe in having, I don't have them now because I'm going through transitions, but I will put up lots of, imagination boards. Have you heard of something like an imagination board?
Yes, a dream board.
A dream board.
Yeah.
Actually,
got one here about the computer. Yeah.
I met a woman today. She actually had a tattoo. Her daughter gave it to her. It's very pretty. And I'm not really into tattoo. On her arm, just here, so she can see when she obviously writes or does anything and say, always remember the good. Always see the good. Always see the good. And it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard to always see the good. Trust me, I have my days. I work in a very difficult industry and a very stressful one. And yeah, I think everyone's in stressful times. And some days you just, to me, to come home and see my little dog's face looking at me as though I'm like their life just depends so much on me. It's just thrilling. If you're lonely, there are so many dogs at the moment that need rescue. There's so many people that actually need help. And sometimes you can't take on too much. Sometimes a person's a bit much to take on. But if you were to take on, say, a rescue animal or donate something extra, go through your cupboard, something, and donate it to an orphanage or a charity, or I don't know. It's good to lift yourself up, and by doing stuff for others makes one feel better, I find. So yeah.
No, I agree with you fully. Please just read Hendo's comment.
Okay, wait. I've got to scroll up here. Hold on. Oh wait, so I don't have the right.
I've got it on the screen actually.
Oh, that one.
It. Yeah.
What? A mood boss and running around in KwaZulu-Natal burning stuff.
He meant amoebas. You mentioned the word
amoebas. I said amoebas. Amoebas. God. Sorry, one of those moments.
I'm just saying hello. We got somebody else who's just come onto the chat. It's Leon Latergan. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for coming on to my stream. Yes, sorry about all the confusion with Ronaldo and Chris. Ronaldo wasn't streaming and Chris was streaming at 7. So, yeah, sorry for the overlap, guys. Not my intention at all.
What's been your best meme that you've seen with these, with the Zoomer thing? Have you seen any funny memes? I'll send you if you haven't. Any vaccine memes?
I love the one that you had on your stream when you had the DA on. Love that picture of Zuma. He just needed a shower cap, a shower head. That's all he needed.
Yeah, and if people think yeah, I actually really don't want to talk. It's just horrific. Like I saw that clip on Ronaldo's stream just now about that poor man he's worked for that truck. He's gone to the bank, taken the loan out, and he's paying. I mean, trucks. How big are trucks? Trucks cost anywhere between 200 and 500,000 rand, depending on what you're hauling.
Yes.
Okay. Plus, you've got your insurances. Plus, you've got your staff. Plus, you've got your licensing and driving things. And it's not just, okay, I get in a truck and I drive it, like, with your bakkie. It costs money. And for these terrorists to do what they've done is shocking. I just phoned some family today because I've got quite a few mates up and around KZN, and I said, you guys all right? And they said, yeah, so far so good. So
there's a lovely compliment on the screen. Nick saying, Lynn, Ruth, you both look awesome. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. I'm going to accept that graciously. Thank you.
What is that picture on his? I wish you could see, like on WhatsApp.
It looks like
on the thing and you can see someone's, you can't do that on YouTube. I wish you could do that.
But it looks like a wild boar.
I'm half freaking blind.
Not a wild pig. It looks like a boar, a wild boar. Like in England.
A
bull. I'm using an Afrikaans term for an English animal. I mean, really, Lynn. Come on.
It's a bull or a hog.
A hog, yes. A bull.
A hog. A real hog or a bull.
Yes.
I think bull is for a male.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Nick?
Yeah, and also Hindus. I have no idea what Hindus. Cameron has a picture of his good self.
Hindu's picture. I'm going on to show you.
Yes. Oh, it's a tiger.
It's a tiger. Oh, okay. Hendo saying wild boar hog. Okay, brilliant, Hendo. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry you need a beer badly, Cameron, but I can't do anything about the bottle stores being closed. Maybe find a Shebeen or somewhere like that.
Start making your own, Cameron. You're a very, very clever man. You should work out how you make your own. Okay, just make it like somewhere in the garage, closer to an exit, because I don't know if I think a friend of mine once had an entire science experiment explode. It had something to do with fermentation in his locker. He left it there over the school holidays or something, and he got back, opened and it just kabooey. Yeah, I think he got suspended. Big cleanup. Huge.
Yeah. No. I'm just so glad that I don't feel the need for a drink. I'm just very grateful. I mean, apart from being diabetic, I can't, you don't know what's in it. And invariably anything like, just to get on the subject, I mean, I love Amarula. It is one of my favorites, but it's full of sugar. So I can't have it. So best to
most alcohol is full of sugar.
From the whole thing, then temptation is not in it. It's in the way. But
that's the one thing with alcohol is sugar. So everyone's like, I'm on a diet. I'm just drinking one. Hello. If you're trying to lose weight, don't drink. It's not going to happen. Doesn't work when you're trying to when you're trying to lose weight.
Because the thing is, the reality is that, and this is something that I can share happily, is a doctor will prescribe you medication. And I've learned, okay, is it sugar coated? Is there sugar in it? Or, I didn't even think about that. Hold on. And then they get the information slippy out and they think, sugar. Oh no, well, I'll give you something else. Isn't it amazing? You the patient, teaching the doctor how to actually prescribe stuff. I mean, it's scary. Don't you agree?
I agree, and I've seen this a few times actually, and I've actually seen some doctors make some horrible mistakes on people where they've affected them so badly with bad medication that like their kidneys stop working. So that was a big story a friend of mine had with her sister. But on a lighter note, I just think I think it's so important to try and figure out what are your pet peeves, what are your joys, what makes you happy, what makes you angry, what upsets you. And once you know those things, what makes you angry, stay away from them. Stay away from them. You know, if someone is toxic in your life, build a bridge, build a boundary.
Well, that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. You know, I have set up boundaries. And some with, you're going to laugh, some with my mother. I mean, only up until last year, I said, yes, mom, no, mom, you know. Last year, I just put up and I just said no, you know. And it's hard, especially when it's parents, kids. It's very, very hard to actually keep those boundaries in place. Because very hard. You know what I'm talking about. You've got a teenager in your home. You know, you get they push their boundaries so that they can see what they can get away with. And it's life as a whole. Everybody is pushing boundaries on a daily basis. And you must just stay true to who you are. You know, if something doesn't sit well with you, because invariably there will be something that gets up your nose. I mean, my attitude is this, whatever you give out, you're going to get back. So it's better to put out good vibes. It's better to put out kindness, love, support, all those things to people, regardless. And hopefully one day it's going to come back and you're going to get that back. So that when somebody is in a situation and they need help, you help. Not, oh, hold on, here's some money. That's not helping them. It's like saying, and this is something that I never covered in my Wednesday night stream. You know, it's like saying, okay, here's a fishing rod. Go fish. Okay. But I can go with you and teach you how to use a fishing rod so that you can feed yourself for the rest of your life. That's bottom line with me. You know, it's making a difference. It's giving people other things to think about, other possibilities, not giving up. And in today's world, it's not easy to keep your chin up and khanan. It's not easy. And that is what I'm hoping that my stream will do. I'm trying to make it lighthearted. But again, we all need to unify and work together. It doesn't matter whether you're Muslim, Indian, Christian, Jewish. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter the color of your skin. We are all here, and we need to be a community and care about each other. I don't know whether you agree.
No, I agree. Maslow's hierarchy of need. And the sad thing is that the reason it's just such a shitstorm that the people that you thought you trusted the most have stolen the most. And what's crazy is the people aren't seeing it. The people burning the stuff, they're doing it out of selfish reasons. They're thinking, oh, well, because I'll never have that, I'm going to burn it. You know, they don't see further than their noses in terms of, well, maybe if there's more business. And this is something we need to teach people. There needs to be an educational channel with someone like, and thank God for guys like Big Daddy Liberty, who are just educating people. Yeah,
exactly my point.
Yeah,
I mean, there are just so many people that are making a difference, and what's happening is that all the negativity is being sensationalized. Let's be honest, guys. Feedback from the chat, please. Because I'm sorry, it's being sensationalized, and I'm sorry. I'm done with it. I'm not what word did I use? It's gone straight out my head. I'm not making a sensation out of a specific topic, but some people just focus on one thing only.
Yeah, and I've got to put strong boundaries up. I'm very emotionally sensitive to people, and it affects me deeply. So you do what you can for your family and for yourself and for your close friends, and
thing is, Ruthie, I'm not saying go out and give everybody your money. I'm not saying that. If you go into a shop and you can see the teller behind the machine is looking, oh my God, another customer. Hi, how are you? Oh, but your hair's looking so pretty today. What does it hurt to say that?
Exactly. And I'll never. So listen to this. So I remember my first ever serious boyfriend. Okay, now his brother was having a 21st, and of course I wanted to look zhuzhy, and I wanted to look my super duper best. And I remember walking into their home, and my boyfriend's grandmother at the time, she was a bit of a real, hoity-toity. She was very, she'd look down on everything, and everything was bad. And her life, actually, now that I think about it, what a defeatist old bat. But anyway, she said to me, well, I hope you'll be wearing something nice, dear, or something, she remarked to me. And I remember rushing to the Woolies closest to me back then. And I walked into the Woolies and I said to the lady, do you have any skirts? Because it was quite a formal do. And I said, do you have any skirts? And I used to just wear jeans. I mean, everyone grew up in jeans. And she said, hello, how are you? And I went, oh, sorry, how's it? I'm well, thank you. And you, typical cultural difference completely. And it's that. And so I had a friend of mine say, yeah, but it's their job. That's what they get paid for. Yes, but it doesn't hurt to show that you're also considering them as a decent human being. Be civil to, that's what I was saying about this guy that came running after me, even though I'd apologized. What was it so important for him to basically scream at me face to face after I said, yes, okay. Waza, calm your tits. Like nothing's happened. There's nothing bad. I've said sorry, move the fuck on. No, he had to make a point and shout at me. And I'm actually thinking to myself, wow, dude, I'd hope your daughter would be very proud. I mean, he must have also been older. He would have been probably in his... But then I thought to myself, you know what? This is not about me. This is about him. He's obviously going through difficult times, and maybe his car is his last resort to freedom, and if he loses his car, but it was such an overreaction. It was so pathetic. And at the end of the day, I just wished him blessings and send you on your merry way, dude. I
know, I fully agree with you, but you get people like that. Hey?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you get people like that. So, I'm lucky in the sense that I'm a very friendly, happy, person. Thanks to lockdown, I've become very withdrawn. So now, today, going out in my bakkie was like, do I really want to do this? So you get my point. It's, you like being in your own comfort zone, and as soon as you're out of it, it's like, and that puts people on their back foot, and that's when they attack because they're not in their comfort zone as such.
Correct. And this is what I learned this about, I hope 10 years ago, but I think since 5 years ago. Since 5 years, it really resonated with me. If someone is screaming and attacking me and putting me on the back foot, my immediate thing is to go, you're right. You're 100% right. And instead of going, yeah, but you're also this and da, 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 and you've got a skew finger on your left hand and blah, 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 whatever the hell the argument is about.
Skew finger on your left hand.
Or whatever, you're born with an extra ball bag. It's not my fault, dude. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, or you would take one ball bag, went chop. I mean, And that's what I admire about some of the Xhosa and Zulu people in a way, is that, and the women especially, they go through such shit. But when you see them, Sawubona, hello, and
so
the children of the Transkei. The children of the Transkei. We went down there in 2000. We went for a really, what was it called? A millennial bash. We were going to go and dance on the mountains of the Transkei. okay, take lots of LSD and acid and go and trip out in the year 2000. This was our goal. And I went down to the little seaside resort. It was in Coffee Bay. And I tried to buy some sweets at the local spaza shop. And I wanted to buy the whole packet. And the dude wouldn't let me buy the whole packet. Now, I was a student. He wanted like 50 cents for one. And this is 21 years ago. And I was like, I'm not going to give you 50 cents for one. Are you mad? That goes all my money. But, I mean, these children, and all I wanted to do was I wish I'd known that there were no normal shops down there, because all I wanted to do was throw them sweets and like make their lives happier, because they run after the cars and they're like, sweets. Like if they get, okay, maybe now it's better. Obviously, now that the Transkei has improved, and there's still not. It's still so rural. I haven't been that way. Still.
Because as you know, I do reservations for a lodge down there. It's very rural. It's one of the purest communities in South Africa. I'm not talking about what's the term I'm looking for?
But Zuma can build his 245 million rand estate. Yeah, welcome to the lives of the rich and famous, people. Welcome. You are on the lives. And tonight we are standing in front of Nkandla. Welcome.
Yeah, anyway. So, you know.
Caviar and champagne dreams.
But this is what I'm trying to make a point. So what the owners of the lodge are doing, I'm just explaining what the owners of the lodge are doing is they're empowering the community by training them, by teaching them how to guide, how to horse ride, teaching them how to do massages, do you understand that they're uplifting them? And,
yes, thank God.
You know, and of course, again, I mean, don't go there and think that you can go and sip through the sand. The community will be on you like hotcakes, because the elders say, no, you can't come and fix the Telkom mast.
No, you need permission. You need permission from the elders.
So
I know.
I mean, and in the last couple of months, we're having, you know, dealt with a lot of guests and everything. Somebody took pottery away from the community and they tested it, and it dates back to when the Khoisan first went to the area. So before the Khoisan got there, and I mean, it's just amazing stuff. So,
no, but you should be talking about going and interview them. There's an amazing guy that does amazing bead animals near where I stay, and I so badly want to go and talk to him. And this is the thing, you know, they shouldn't be selling on these streets. It's just, I just wish South Africa has had still so much like that energy of the World Cup, you know. I just wish there was so much of that. Like, we're selling our beautiful African art, and you know, more people. There's such a market for African art overseas.
But seriously, and I'm sure they are. No, but we have such talent. But we have so much talent, Ruthie. Thank you, Cameron. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You said it for me. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach him the man to fish, and he will fish. Aish, he says at the end of it. But yeah, that was the whatever it's called, saying that I was trying to remember earlier. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, no, you know, people don't really realize what actually goes into this kind of thing. I mean, if you know the Transkei, you know, the border is just after Port Edward and the South Coast Casino, and we off to the left. It's in a loop going back to the beach. Anyway, so there's no electricity. There's no. Do you understand? There's no Wi-Fi. There's no signal. There's no nothing. I mean, this guy phoned me out of the blue. Oh, we want to come and stay. Can we stay in your campsite? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I told him the rate. He says, no, that's too much. That's out of our price range. I said, what do you mean? So you're given 3 meals a day for 600 rand, and you get to erect a tent. 600 rand. And you get 3 meals a day. Go and buy 3 meals a day and see how much it comes to. Oh,
No,
but
sure.
you see, we have
I have
this.
a friend.
I said, okay, go to other places. Please know that if you come to this area, you're going to get booted if you don't get the elders' approval. You know,
we had to go and visit my friend.
Yeah, very, very
strict. Oprah.
And it's not, no, I would say very staunch, very standing their ground. No, we're preserving this area. Our forefathers our people have lived here forever, no. And it's such a beautiful place. It's untouched.
Still, it's actually unbelievable that after 21 years since I was there, it's pretty much untouched. I'm sure it is actually.
It's still untouched. And what's so awesome about it, and this is a plus, is that isn't it brilliant that nobody in the community has caught COVID? Not one person has caught COVID. Not one. Wow. Because it's so remote. Because it's, like they're like, people sell things, like they go to town, they buy stuff, they go back, like sell a packet of chips, or do you know what I'm saying? And then they have a shebeen there, yes, obviously to sell alcohol, but then they sell cigarettes and chips and all these things, milk and bread, and so because some people can't get to Port Edward. That's the reality. They cannot afford to get in a combi to go to Port Edward. Shopping.
No, it's like a huge thing. Like going to town is like a huge event. Like you almost feel like you're stuck back in 200 years ago where, you go and do something at the market where you're going into the village is like, you can't sleep the night before because you're so excited you're just going to the door. I mean, I get it. I mean, my mother lived like that. My mother lived in the Transkei. She was, I think her and Mandela were neighbors or something. Literally. Her father, who wasn't a very wealthy farmer at first, and he got into it and then, but also they lost everything in the big floods in the 80s. And there was that massive flood there. Everything was destroyed. But, you carry on. You carry on.
You've just got to plod on. You just got to get up, dust yourself off, and carry on. That's what the majority of people are doing these days, and that is the reality. But it's to know that you're not alone. You're not alone in all of this. We're all in it together, and we mustn't feel as if we're in our own little bubble. We're all in a very big bubble, and we all can help each other. That is the whole. Just about unity. It's uniting regardless of the current political situation, regardless of COVID, regardless. Show people respect and kindness. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't cost you anything.
I know.
I don't know whether you agree. But,
no, of course I agree. Sometimes you need to be kind to yourself too.
Yes.
Sometimes...
Yes, I've learned that the hard way. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes you're so busy giving that it's also you need to remember yourself, because I have a friend as well. She is constantly giving. And I saw her the other day and she looks like a wreath. She's so thin and so emaciated, and so you can literally see through her. I don't know how to explain it. Her skin is gone.
No, you don't have to. I know exactly what you mean.
She's so spent. She's so spent that she actually can't give anymore. And I'm like, you need to start worrying about yourself, because if something happens to you, your family will be in shit. But the truth is there was something I wanted to say about, it's gone again. I'll have to remember it. Damn it. But I see we're coming, I don't know if you want to continue, but I see we've been on nearly an hour.
I think we're gonna stop shortly. But I just want to say thank you to the 9 people who are still here watching. Thank you so much for being here through the whole stream. I'm very, very grateful. Sorry we interrupted your Ronaldo and your Chris streams. Didn't do it intentionally. I did try to...
Is Chris streaming now? I don't know.
Yes, he started at 6. So, yeah, I mean, I thought he was starting at 7 and Ronaldo wasn't having his member stream. So I thought we could just slot it in. But It is what it is, guys.
Thank
So
God it's
there we go.
YouTube. You can watch it again. You can, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you, Mel. Thank you for all your love and support. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. And Pepper,
when are you streaming again, Lynn? When are you streaming again?
I haven't got that far. Most probably between Ronaldo and Chris on Wednesday again. But as we've chatted, I mean, I can do a Tuesday if you're not, or I'm happy to fit in.
On Thursdays, I've decided Thursday I'm going to try and stream. Tuesdays are just too to get the office, but it all depends. You never know which way the wind's going to blow. But listen, speaking of wind, this week, can Gauteng, and also by you, it's going to be cool. There's going to be ice on the Mafadi Mountains there in Lesotho.
In Zulu, it's called Ikwa. It's ice.
Ikwa.
It's snow. So, yes, we know all about that on the Drakensberg. And it's already set in. Just so you know, it's already set in. And I'm sitting here in a short sleeve shirt. I don't know whether you can see. I've got to go this way. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Are you in the change of life, Lynn?
No, I'm over it.
Is it happening? Are you over it?
I'm over it.
Okay. Right, that's my next
hurdle. That's another subject we can cover.
I wonder if men actually go through all these phases, but they haven't figured it out yet.
Yes, It's called a midlife crisis.
Yeah, but I don't even know.
It depends on the man. I mean, if he's happy within himself, then he doesn't feel the need to go and be.
Well, my friend's father tuned him the other day. You are going through a midlife crisis, and I was there giggling in the background, going, "Okay, maybe." So who knows?
But at least we can laugh at ourselves. I can tell you, hot flushes.
You broke up.
The menopause is not for the weak-hearted, hey? Just be prepared to kick blankets off, pull them on, kick them off, pull them on. It's not a funny thing at all.
I need to get fitlet soon. I need to start once. I need to get active again as well and start looking after myself more. And I think it won't be so bad then. Whew. But anyway, I'm too poofy.
But you're not poofy. You just not poofy. You cuddly.
Fluffy.
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 Oh, who's that comedian? He calls himself
yes, Fluffy. Not
Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah, no, it's not.
His name is Iglesias. I know.
Yes.
What's his name?
He's one of my favorites. I love him. God, he's funny. He was in what was that stripper movie? With the men. Oh God, with what's his name? Where they play that.
Oh, the hottie. What's his name?
God, they're all hot. They're all hot. And Matthew McConaughey was in it as well.
Both having senior moments. But listen, Cameron, thank you for the lovely comment. I'm just going to show it to Ruthie so she can see.
Okay. Shut. Big kiss.
Thank you, Cameron.
Very well.
And thank you, Nick. Yes, you're correct.
You know that actually, like,
there's a very strong woman putting up with all your shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm stirring the pot.
I actually want Clint one day to catch me having one of my rage episodes where where my anxiety level is heightened for the morning or whatever, and I go into an absolute fit or something. Then I want to catch that on screen because listen, I am human. Promise you no. I promise you now. But anyway.
Just read, you'll see why I'm laughing. Just read Cameron's comment.
I've had 2 times. Okay, wait, I've had 2 times go through menopause. I really need to love the next woman to make it through that again. Okay, I see that.
So just make sure she's older, Cameron. Just make sure she's older so that you don't have to go through it again.
Okay, may all older. I see what you're saying, but
yes. Anyway, seriously though, guys, we've been on for over an hour. Thank you so much for being my guest this evening, and with planning or anything. Thank you. Very, very grateful. Thank you guys in the chat. We seem to have a full house of guys at the moment, so we're both very lucky. Thank you so much for everybody being here. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Mel, for all your love and support. And everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ruthie, take care. Keep your chin up. And gaan voort. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Now I've got to get to my exiting my. There we go. I'm getting it. Give me a second. Because we're playing, Ruthie. Because
we're still live, Lynn.
I know, and I'm trying. Maybe
stream. It will say
remove. You're gonna. Because we're all legions and we'll fight through.